Hello friends and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel on vacation. Right, Alpida?
Mm-hmm.
I know you always you'd be here. And since you are my favorite viewer, I would have loved for you to be here as well. Today we're going to have a fun episode for you. We're going to touch base on the really big argument of DIY versus professional. Because every now and then we have someone in the comments say, well, you shouldn't do that yourself. That's dangerous. That's stupid. You should hire a professional. So today we're going to talk about that. We're going to show you some professional work, and you tell us if that is better than our job. So stick around, because this is going to be a very good episode. So we've rented a very nice condo, as you notice, by the waterfront. And as is my nature, I've been looking around at the workmanship that we see around here. Definitely not done by a DIY, right? This is a rental thing. This is professionally built condo, and professionals, inside quotes, have done this. And we'll show you just a couple of examples of why we DIY. Right, Elpida?
Yeah,
So come along.
we're coming along. You want some light? You want some light? We're good. There we go.
Exhibit number one. The professionals installing this granite countertop broke it, which is okay. I mean, accidents happen.
It does happen when you're installing granite.
But the repair they did is so subpar, it's not even funny. And it's not just that it looks bad and it's hard to show you, but this is a different level. Those two pieces, I don't know how to demonstrate it, but they're...
Yeah, just that there's a lip here now.
It is horrible.
It's and it's not like there's that much. It's like the fingernail like depth, but when you're talking about a counter and you see that transition, that's not a good repair.
And keep in mind that I have seen workmanship that have combined two pieces of granite and you could not find them unless you really, really tried hard. And this is just blatantly obvious.
Yes, there are definitely people who have the skill to make repairs or joints, because sometimes when you have like this corner, they'll make a 45 here and put it in. This is clearly one piece that they've all routed out with the specialty granite style bits. So there isn't a joint here, and you can see that they did a very good job cutting out the opening for the sink, but it looks like when it was installed, this probably broke. And or they didn't properly support it with shims, and this went down in some way.
Well, let's see.
Now, right now, it's very secure, so I'm
Definitely they didn't support it. Look at the gap underneath.
Yeah, okay.
So you see another professional installation, guys.
And using shims to this to make them all level and everything, again, that is normal for an installation. And I only know this because somebody I know used to install granite, so I did learn a few things. I'm definitely not an expert by any means, but I learned enough to know those points.
So
Ooh,
that was exhibit number one.
we have some strobe light going on.
Let's go to exhibit number two. Exhibit number two, and this is something we have done in our renovations, right? This is a horrible transition. If you can see, not only whoever framed this did not frame it correctly, they didn't leave enough space for the trim to allow the baseboard to go in, but they just left it open there, right? They could just put a piece of wood there and a little bit of caulking and no one will know.
Well, I don't know about the caulking. I don't know if you can see it from where you're standing there, but the caulking job here is absolutely atrocious.
Well, no, I mean
I
you could fix that. The
But
hole.
no, I mean this, where it's even an easier thing to do. Like, it is just absolutely atrocious. Like they gave a 3-year-old a can of caulking and they just put it there, and then up here. Like I haven't seen a caulking job that bad.
And the sad part is that there is not only you could redo the caulking easier, especially in such a small area.
Yeah.
But this void there that is extremely visible can be very easily fixed in under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and this is like, it looks like it's just, yeah, there's no finish there either because it's sheetrock that they put there, but they didn't do anything else to finish it. So that's really bad.
But wait, there is more.
There's more? Oh.
Yeah. Welcome to the other bathroom and another example of fantastic installation skill. As you can see here, there is a huge gap. Huge gap.
So it looks like they did have some clear caulking there that has been starting to come away.
But there is no reason why these would not be touching each other.
Yeah, that I agree with.
And the fact that they overcooked it doesn't mean that they did a good job.
But I think what it used to have the clear caulking in there, which would be some type of a joint, and there wouldn't be a gap that you're seeing right now.
That's because here, this would be in this level, not coming out.
Yeah,
And you see
so
how
this 1/4 inch here should have been pushed all the way back to there, and then they would be joined. There would be no gap here, and then you just have a very thin join to put your caulking on. And clearly someone has come behind and done this one.
huge caulking joint like this.
Yeah.
That is humongous. And these are people that made millions of dollars from this.
Yeah,
What is a $15 floor building?
yeah.
These are unacceptable performance. So for those of you in the comments that talk to us about,
And then this one isn't even long enough.
yeah,
Like if you're talking about it, like it doesn't match up with the mirror, but it should match up with the end here.
right, it
so,
should be out actually,
Yeah. Okay.
So, for those of you that leave comments, stop doing DIY, hire professionals. No, we don't do DIY to save money, by the way, right? We do DIY for 2 reasons. We enjoy it and we do a better job.
And we've repeatedly proven that
Right.
it doesn't save us much money.
No, and it is, part of it is because we buy better quality material than the professionals do, right? But even outside that, we don't want that in our houses. We don't want that in our living spaces. So professionals, comment below. I urge you, explain to me this and tell me it is not just shoddy work.
This is great. Sorry, I'm seeing this now. This part of the granite is actually not even flush with the outside of the cabinet.
It's crooked, yeah.
And then this one, there's a lip. So this isn't even installed. The top is not even installed correctly. Sorry, I just spotted that while we were talking.
And by the way, this is probably one of the easiest
Yeah.
things to install. This small piece of granite top, this is nothing. And those are so easy. I mean, we did one.
Oh yeah, the backsplash thing.
These are so easy,
Seconds.
a child can do it. So messing things up like that shows they don't care. They don't give a flip. Someone will come and sign up, rubber stamp their work, and they get paid and they go home. So no, do not hire professionals. Hire craftsmen. Now there is a difference between a professional and a craftsman, right?
Yes.
Craftsmen take pride in their work. Professionals are there to make money, and they make money by cutting corners. Corkers. I don't know what a corker is.
I don't know
but-
what a corker is, but they do it.
So the more corners they cut, the more money they make, right?
Yeah.
So no, stop with professionals now. Craftsmen are a single people business,
Usually.
and I have never hired one that regretted it. In fact, most of the trades I hire, I prefer to be small business. I do not hire people from the big national chains because they're usually undertrained, underpaid, overworked. You know, it makes no difference to me. But anyway, we interrupted our vacation to give you a, is that a public service announcement?
Yes. A PSA.
I don't know, it bothers me, and Peter and Mrs. DIY make fun of me because I get frustrated. I see that, and then I see comments everywhere, hire a professional. No, thank you. I'd rather us do it ourselves.
No, I will give a little check mark when I said we don't save money when we do it ourselves. We don't save money on materials because we try to buy good materials, but we do save money on the labor costs by doing it ourselves, and that's where you're saving things. However, you're still spending money.
Well, yeah, and keep in mind that in contractor level material is always the worst quality, right?
Yes.
And we don't buy contractor level. And we don't buy the best either. We buy somewhere in the middle. To me, that's the sweet spot, right? It looks good, it lasts, and it is not the most expensive. It's not really prohibitive to do yourself.
Right.
All right? I think that's it. If we find out something else, we'll come back to you. I always didn't know how to measure.
So it looks like the installers did not actually know how to measure because there's a giant gap here This is the same sink that we've been looking at where we saw that it's not even from front to back. Well, over here on the corner, there's a ginormous gap.
It is so hard to make so many mistakes in such a small place, guys.
It's like they were trying to mess this up.
I mean, this is amazing to me.
This is a bad one. This is a bad one. Okay, so this is the second bathroom in this unit. We wanted to show you
How it should be.
So this one goes all the way to the wall, as you can see.
Even though the painters
Yeah.
messed it up, but that'd be another professional.
But the paint can peel off, so that's
Right.
not a huge problem. And then this backsplash is right at the edge.
As it was supposed to
Yes,
be.
and then this one, all the way to the back, goes right up. Again, you can barely see where they separate. I mean, you can see from the angle, but otherwise it's a very good join. And then again, over here on the right-hand side, this one actually goes right up to the edge that has been, again, routed, beveled correctly. And the correct overhang on the whole unit here.
And again, if I was to make a guess, I think what happened is they mismeasured and they didn't want to waste the material.
And
So they
just
slapped
made
it on,
made
you
it
know.
work. In a
Again,
weird
keep
way.
in mind, a professional is someone that gets paid to do something. An expert is someone that knows how to do it.
Yes.
When you hire professionals, you don't necessarily hire experts. You hire people that they want to make the most profit. And that's what you get. Again, this is technically a little more challenging installation because the
undermount sink.
the mount is not in the center. And they did this correctly, right?
Yep.
So to me, and probably there are two different groups, the people that guide it and the people that install it.
There are.
So the installers here, instead of going to say, hey, you got it wrong, do it again, they slapped it together. They charge the same amount of money, of course, because why not? So no, we're not endorsing professionals. Look at that little squall. You see the squall there?
Yeah, over
Yeah.
there. These clouds are just beautiful.
And friends, we're happy to bring you with us on our vacation here. And we're in beautiful Florida in the Gulf Coast, just very close to the border between Alabama and Florida, in Perdido Beach. So we're having fun, but we think about you, so we wanted to make a short video, even on our vacation time, right? So if you enjoyed this video and enjoy living vicariously through us here by the sea, please give us a thumbs up. We will really appreciate it. It helps the channel, it doesn't cost you anything. If you didn't like it, smack the other button twice. Share, like, subscribe. Let us know, do you like silly videos like this? And we do hope, even though I called it silly, I think it's kind of an important point. Because everywhere we go, we see those things, right?
Yep.
We travel a fair amount and we see them everywhere. Even though, and we'll get some hit from that, we don't see them in Europe. We see them in the States. Much better craftsmanship over there.
Right.
From Professor DIY and Elpida, let's review something together.